Now that I have sanded the patch and make sure it's ready for texture, so the next step is gonna be to texture the patch. I'm gonna show you how it's done. We're going to apply what it's called orange peel. This is what I use. Since I don't have a compressor or an actual machine to actually spread the texture, so I'm gonna kind of improvise with this texture in a can. Just make sure you turn this knob right here to whatever texture you need. For example, I'm gonna turn it all the way to fine, because I want a real fine texture, but just make sure you double check. Sometimes if you turn the knob, you're actually gonna get heavy texture. You wanna make sure you kind of, tweak with it, play around with it, and make sure you get your actual texture that you want. And shake it for a few minutes. This has been out in the cold weather, so if you have it at room temperature around 70 degrees, that works better. So shake it for usually shake it for about 30 seconds or so, it just depends. Don't get any wrong ideas, okay? Because I know a lot of you out there have a dirty mind. I don't want those people in my channel. I'm just kidding, you can subscribe. You don't want to be on the boring side. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna test it. You're supposed to test it before you spray it, but if you spray it and it's not what you want, you can always kind of like wipe it off. Oh, see, that's too much. So I'm just gonna use my knife and actually wipe it off. Wipe it off, because that's not a texture that I want. I want to make sure I have a good texture. Damn. I got freaking dust on the walls and they were already painted. We're getting there. Oh, perfect. Almost there. Oh yeah, we got it. So let me take it out again. We don't need it. The only time you can actually take it off like that is whenever it's not completely dry, when it's wet. That's when you can actually take it off. Alright, so we got it to the right texture. Now we're gonna spray it. You can spray it in circles, that's the way most people do, but you can always improvise and see what you like. And try to match it as best as you can. Okay, that looks pretty good, man. Looks beautiful. What I like to do, I like to bring out the texture a little bit further out. That way you can kind of match it, because it's going to be hard to actually match the texture on the wall. So I like to bring the texture out a little bit. That way you can kind of blend in, because that's exactly what you want. You want to blend it in. Well, I got some texture on my eyes. Just make sure you always wear protective glasses. Okay, we're gonna let it dry. And after we let it dry, we're going to do a light sand, barely putting any pressure on it. That way it can actually match that texture that's already there. And I'll show you on the next video. Thank you for